Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest installment of the Trader's Edge. Today's topic will be the CME Group OPEC Watch Tool. Quick disclaimer, neither futures trading nor swaps trading are suitable for all investors, and each involves a risk of loss. So do your homework. All right, so the CME Group OPEC Watch Tool. The watch tool calculates the probability of certain potential outcomes from the next Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. That's OPEC. It takes the probability based on options, and it helps determine probabilities before the next meeting, or as you're leading into the next OPEC meeting, which is in March. This is February 25th, the date we record this. So using WTI crude oil options market price data, the tool calculates the implied probabilities of OPEC event outcomes. The three outcomes, they're generalized as increased output, maintain output cuts, or further output cuts. The tool then assigns a probability to each of these outcomes and calculates using the nearest weekly and monthly options expiration. So it uses the weekly and monthly options expirations in WTI to assign a probability of these various outcomes. So how does it look? This is what the tool looks like. When you go to the URL, when you click on the link at the end of this video, you'll see, and there's three outputs, or three possibilities. Increased output, only up 4.48%. See where the arrow pointing down? It's about a little less than 5% chance of an increased output according to options. 53% chance of maintaining the current output, or they say maintain output cuts. And the 42% chance of further output cuts. So it's basically, what are the chances of them turning on more production, turning off production, or maintaining the same production? And that's what the tool does using the weekly and monthly options for WTI. You also have a history, a probability history, and you can go back. Not only the last page we had showed the snapshot as of today at 8:30, February 25th. Well, you can go back a couple of days, and it shows you for the days leading into the OPEC meeting, which is March 4th of 2021, how these probabilities change depending on what's going on in the options market. You can also, another great feature of the tool is you can go back in history, way back to 2017 and all the OPEC meetings, and you can see how the tool behaved. You could see if it was an accurate, probability indicator. And I have the arrows there, and this is the March 2020, right as the pandemic started to strike worldwide, and therefore the name pandemic. So you can see the two arrows there, and they show that like an 80 or 90% chance of increased output. Well, that's exactly what happened. Russia and Saudi Arabia got into a price war, and they both increased production at a time when demand was declining precipitously because of the pandemic. And as a result, about 80-90% chance, according to the options, they assigned a probability of massive increase in output, and that's exactly what happened. So very interesting, very accurate hit. It's a great tool. For those that are interested in the calculation details and the methodology, you can go on the CME website, the landing page for the watch tool, and it gets into the details of the mathematics. But it's based on probability, and it's interpolated from various options expirations. Okay? All right, so some key takeaways. The OPEC Watch Tool can help those managing energy price risk by showing the probability of potential outcomes based on options activity. All right, the tool can be an indicator for potential changes in supply and demand in the physical markets. So it doesn't matter if you're a hedger, a speculator, a spreader, click on the link below and see what the tool's saying now about the probability of various outcomes. And it changes every day, so you want to check this out. Other technical and fundamental tools, such as the CFTC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the Commitment of Traders Report, can be combined with the OPEC Watch Tool and other fundamental and technical indicators too that traders use. In fact, the COT report is incorporated into the Watch Tool if you look on one of the tabs. All right, so here's the URL. You can, or the link. You can click on it and get a look at what options-based probability, or what options assign, how they assign a probability to various OPEC behaviors. So we want to thank you for listening, and good trading to everyone. And remember, do your homework.